Go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Foreign Football Podcast. This is your co host, Patrick Monaghan. Today, I'm joined by my special guest, Enrico Hernandez of Vitesse and El Salvador national team. Enrico, thank you so much for joining us. It's a real pleasure.
Yes, no problem. Thank you also.
So, maybe for those that don't know, you've had a little bit of kind of some special news. I know we'll touch on
Yes.
that a little bit later, but you're currently playing in with the U21s and also with the first team with Vitesse. How did you join
Yes.
that club? Did that you were with, I believe, Ajax earlier, right? So
Yes.
how did you join Vitesse exactly?
I played 2 years at Ajax when I was 15 to my 17. And then Ajax was no option for me. So, Vitesse wants me. And I go there. I had a little conversation with the director. And my feeling was good. So then I joined Vitesse.
So how does that exactly go? Was it like a long process or was it maybe say something really short like you knew you were leaving Ajax? Was Vitesse already did they already have you on your radar and they just reached out and were like, we're interested in signing you? Or was it just maybe a little bit more complicated?
No, when I was 15, I played at Almere City. So also in a club. And I really know that Heerenveen, Vitesse, and Utrecht also wanted me. But yeah, Ajax is the one of the biggest club in the world, I think. And yeah, I choose for Ajax. So Vitesse know me when I was 15, like 15, 14. So it was easy for me when I know Ajax was not an option. Then the winter break, I heard Vitesse won me. So I know from, I want to go there because it's a big club. And then I had one conversation and I said yes. And then the next season I played there.
And I think for, at least for us here in, the States and I think in the rest of Europe, Vitesse it's a very well-known club. I mean, we've always seen a lot of
Yeah.
players coming in from Chelsea and a lot of players coming in on loan, but it's always been a strong club it seems like they've been good at giving young players the opportunity to get playing time. And I think was
Yes.
that maybe one of the things that was attractive about the club was if, going here, I know I'm going to be able to play versus, some of the other clubs, say it was Ajax or PSV or even abroad, you
Yeah.
risk
Yeah.
maybe the opportunity of not playing so much and it almost kind of stunting your development.
Yes. Yeah. In that time, I don't really think about the first team. I was playing the under 17. So for me, the feeling was good, and there was Leonid Slutsky was the first trainer. When I was past year, I trained with the first team like a half year, but he was go away. So yeah, then I have to go back to the under 19s. But now the trainer Thomas Letch and Johannes Spoor, the director, they give the youth really chances. They
Have
said if you train good, you get a chance. That's simple. So
have they been helpful with maybe giving you advice? And has there been any players maybe in the first team that have been able to kind of give you some advice to help you adjust? Because I mean, obviously you just made your debut, which again,
yes,
congratulations on that.
thank you,
What
thank you.
was going on when you found out you were going to make your debut? Did you have any idea when you were because you're coming on the substitutes bench, right? And are you thinking
Yeah,
I have a chance of debuting, or was it like
yeah,
just totally unexpected?
yeah. This was my 5th time with the squad for the game. But the day before, this let me think, Friday, I think. Oh no, sorry, Wednesday. The trainer come to me. He said, "You train really good these weeks. You show a high level." And he said, "It's time for you to play." So yeah, I think maybe I can make my debut. And yes, I was jogging past the line a little bit, stretching. Hopefully, I come in. And then the trainer called Enrico, come. And then he said, "It's your moment. Enjoy it." And Yeah, for the best, I think Usama Tanan is a player from his team, the number 10. I think he's one of the best players in the league right now, and he helps me a lot. He talks with me and he gives me motivation, and so from him I learn a lot, and then I make my debut. So it's nice.
And you're making a debut, and the club is, correct me if I'm wrong, is it fourth or fifth in the table right now, right?
Right now fourth. Sunday we play against Feyenoord. It's a really important game because Feyenoord, I think, is the third one. So we have to win it. So yeah.
What's the expectation you think going forward? Do you think that rest of the season, are you guys looking to possibly push up into maybe top three? And are you guys still are you playing in Europa League this season,
No, this season
or
not. No,
so
only
maybe
cups. Yeah, I think we have to with our qualities. I think we are in the top three. Top three is the level for us. Maybe higher. You never know. But top three is what we have to. I think so.
so when you talk about when you're able to make the debut, did you have family and supporters, maybe coming in and being able to watch it beforehand, knowing that it seemed probable that you were going to make it? Because I've seen some instances where it was just totally unexpected. It was instances where there was injuries
Uh,
or something and they just came in. But it sounds like with you guys, it was a little more planned and a little more maybe strategic, if you will.
Yeah, the trainer gave me some hint the day before. This I told my father and my sister. I thought, yeah, maybe I can make my debut. So and all my friends, I thought maybe you have to watch it.
Have to
So
watch
yeah,
it.
when I was there and they see me coming, they were really happy for me. It's a dream come true, and yeah, it's nice. So.
What do you think? So you've been able to make that debut, and this year you also made your debut for El Salvador, correct?
Yeah, I want to, but I have not yet. But I think in 2021, I think it's a really big chance that I hopefully I make my debut for La Selecta. It's also a goal for me. So
How
yeah,
did you even how did like that whole process even begin? Because I know you grew up in the Netherlands,
yeah,
and with some countries, here in the US, for example, we're kind of known recently since when Jurgen Klinsmann took over was when you started seeing more Americans coming from abroad, say growing up
yeah,
in England or whatever and playing.
yeah.
How did that whole process with you start to where you became conscious of, La Selecta, and was it the president or was it the manager that made the first
No,
contact, or what exactly
was
happened?
it was 2019? I think around October or September. The Hugo Alvarado, he connected me, my family, from my sister. It was on Facebook because he saw the last name for my sister, and he knows also my last name. So he sent her a message, and he said, "Yeah, Rico is a Salvadorian. He can play for El Salvador." And then yeah, it was a whole process with the passport and stuff like that. It took a year, but yeah, Hugo Alvarado, he gave me the chance, and yeah, he say you can play for El Salvador. I know it, but it was a really bit far. It was not in my mind yet. So yeah, he's the yeah.
So how did
I give him the credits.
how did you decide to join El Salvador, and what did it feel like when you knew that you were, going to be making that decision? Was it, because it sounds like it would have been a big decision both for, you and your parents and your whole family. Was it an easy decision to make, or was it something that took a little bit more time?
Yeah, for me now my feeling is I want to play for Salvador. So my feeling is great. I see the support that I get on my social media from them, the love, and I appreciate that really because last 2019 was not the best year for me, but they support me. And that's important for me. So it feels for me I have to play for them, you know, and I want to play, of course. So
Do you think that maybe getting all the support from them was what helped you leading into this season to have
mm,
such a strong
yes,
season, knowing that you had really a whole country? And I mean, I've seen all the support you've been getting. It's
yeah, yeah,
astonishing. It's a lot of love, and it must feel good to know that you've got a country that's supporting you really no matter
yeah.
what, and they want to see you succeed.
Yes, this it's you know it's amazing. The El Salvador, they support me, and yeah, of course, for me, a lot of ups and downs, but the ups they help me, and the downs they support me. That's important for me, you know. So for me, yeah, this season is already yeah, it's a nice half first season, the 2020. So 2021, I want to make it even better, you know. So
It
yeah,
sounds like that momentum's coming in because you guys will be starting qualifiers, correct me if I'm wrong, in March, correct?
yeah, yeah.
So what's the
Yes, I hope.
expectation? What's the expectation for that? Do you think? I mean, because you have a strong side. I mean, I was looking at the qualifiers the other
Yeah.
day, and
Hmm.
I think there is a lot of potential, and especially recently, you guys have been producing a lot of talent. I know a lot of
Yeah.
players coming in from the MLS. You think that
Yes.
there's the opportunity to progress, and if so, what do you think you guys need to do? Because it's going to be a long road, but
Yeah.
it's more than possible.
Yes. Everything is possible in life. I believe that if you work hard, you can achieve anything what you want. So as Salvador, we if you got play good, if you work hard, if you are a strong team, then anything is possible. You know, foot soccer is you know you never know. So we
That's
can
true.
win a World Cup. You know, you have to believe in yourself, and we have to believe in El Salvador. That's for me important.
I think
Yeah.
so too. I mean, one thing that we never, there's, especially with CONCACAF, there's not, you have Mexico, but outside of, and even the US, I mean, we're doing quite well recently, but outside of those two, there's
Yes.
there's other countries. I mean, obviously, I know Honduras, and there's a huge rivalry you guys have between
Yeah.
them, and then you got Costa Rica and Panama, and Jamaica, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't see any reason that you don't have the quality to be able to progress. And I was talking about this the other
Yeah.
day, and I had mentioned, here I've got a lot of people that I know that are Salvadorian, and I grew up in DC, which had a really the capital, so we had a lot of people from there. And
Yes.
there's a lot of optimism, I think, surrounding it, and especially
Yes.
now, I'm wondering, you know, if there's certain players that have been there for so long. Have you had anybody that's been able to kind of help guide you, through that as you're going and preparing for a long qualifying round? It's going to be, you know, basically a year of nonstop competition.
Yes.
Has there been anyone from there that's helped you kind of ease into your role and for what to expect?
No, no, not really. I talk a lot with Hugo. He give me updates, and he said, yeah, you have to if you're gonna play the qualifieds, it's a really big deal, of course. And I have contact with Diego Henriquez. He talks with me, and you know give each other some reasons to get focused, and it's not it's a big deal, you know. It's qualifications. It's not a friendly game, or you know, and
Not at all.
the whole country looks at you, you know. They expect something from you, from the players. So the pressure is real, but that's nice. I like pressure. So
What do you think is the difference when do you think that there is a substantial difference between football in El Salvador versus the Netherlands, or because I've always noticed that here there's a lot of emphasis on tactics, particularly Dutch tactics. You guys have
yeah,
been so influential with basically shaping modern football. Has Is that an
yes.
easy transition, you think, knowing that, and even just in general, do you think that they're trying to make it an easy transition for you to where you're playing a natural position and not being asked to play something different?
Yeah, I hope. I hope, of course, that they put me on my favorite position. But if I have to play another position, it's not a problem for me, you know. But yeah, I want to. My favorite position is number 10 on the midfield. I love that, or left winger, but a little bit in the inside. But yeah, the formations is, I think, different, but it's no problem. It's soccer. It's 11 against 11, and you know, it's for me. I think the with El Salvador the biggest opportunity to qualify is working hard and to fight for each other for every ball. So yeah.
I agree. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I think, first of all, again,
Yes.
congrats on the debut. We're all supporting you.
Yes.
Obviously,
Thank you.
we've got the Salvadorian connection here, but we're
Yeah.
supporting
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
and I really hope you guys can qualify, and I really wish you guys the
Yeah.
best of luck rest of the season. I hope you guys can
Yeah.
qualify for Europa League, and
Yes. Thank you.
thank you again, Rico, for coming on. It was a great pleasure to have you.
Yes. Thank you.
Appreciate it. And